10 minutes from the State of the Union, which based on Trump's activity is going to be a longer speech. It's gonna be a doozy. So buckle up, buckos. So I didn't make a bingo board. I didn't have time today, but we could sort of live do a quick one, all right? Because I think realistically, what are we gonna get from this State of the Union? If I had to guess, I would say I solved 8 wars. There's gonna be Biden at some point. Dow, hottest economy ever. That's free space, basically. Fake news, Epstein hoax. I don't think he'll mention Epstein at all. Olympic hockey. I mean, that's fire. I will never allow distaste for the President of the United States to tarnish athletic success at the Olympics. Tariffs? Oh, Supreme Court. What's he going to say about the Supreme Court? He'll probably mention Mexico and getting the cartel leader and Iran, because we're probably going to strike Iran in the next few days. Oh, Board of Peace, maybe? What is his like go-tos, though? He hits the classics. He's definitely saying 8 wars. He's definitely saying our country was doomed. It was terrible. It was going to hell just a year ago, and now it's going to be great. Oh, a year ago we were dead. Oh, that's what he's going to say. I'm sorry. I know exactly what he's going to say. He's going to say there's $18 trillion pouring into our country. That's what he's going to say. Guaranteed. Yeah, it'd probably be up from 18 by now. He's going to up it. Is it live now? Wait, what? Where's my link?
First Lady of the United States.
Movie star, folks. Oh my God, they're listening for everything. Oh my God, this is going to be horrible. Oh, we're going to have so many stomp and applause. This is the Joseph Stalin, the height of his power, bro. We're going to be...
Second Lady of the United States.
No, we're doing standing O's. For the second lady?
Members of Congress and my fellow Americans. Okay. Our nation is back. Bigger, better, richer, and stronger than ever before.
We're back. The hottest
Less than 5 months from now, our country will celebrate an epic milestone in American history, the 250th anniversary of our glorious. You've seen nothing yet. We're going to do better and better and better. This is the golden age of America.
Golden age. All right, we got Golden Age. Golden Age mentioned. That's a win.
When I last spoke in this chamber 12 months ago, I had just inherited a nation in crisis with a stagnant economy, inflation at record levels, a wide open border, horrendous recruitment for military and police, rampant crime at home, and wars and chaos all over the world. But tonight, after just 1 year, I can say with dignity and pride that we have achieved a transformation like no one has ever seen before, and a turnaround for the ages. It is indeed a turnaround for the ages.
Yeah? Oh, dude, I'm going to lose my mind. You don't have to do a standing ovation every sentence. Just wait till the end. No, I don't do this crap either, though. Just get this. It's cartoonish.
And we will never go back to where we were just a very short time ago. We're not going back. Today, our border is secure.
Oh, my God. Oh, I'm going to lose my mind. Bro, this is a clown show.
Today, our border is secure.
I'm crashing out quicker than I thought.
And the annual cost of a typical new mortgage is down almost $5,000 just since I took office. 1 year.
That's not true.
And low interest rates will solve the Biden-created housing problem well, at the same time protecting the values of those people who already own a house that really feel rich for the first time in their lives. We want to protect those values. We want to keep those values up. We're going to do both.
We're going to do both. Housing prices will keep coming up, but somehow it will get more affordable.
And
Don't think about it too hard.
That way. The stock market has set
You can't do both, but don't worry about it.
all-time record highs since the election.
The
Think of
Dow!
that. 1 year. Boosting pensions, 401ks, and retirement accounts.
That's
for the
what I'm talking
millions
about,
and
baby.
Millions of Americans, they're all gaining. Everybody's up, way up. In 4 long years, the last administration got less than $1 trillion in new investment in the United States. And when I say less, substantially
less.
In 12 months, I
get?
secured commitments for more than $18 trillion pouring in from all over the globe.
Holy.
Think of it. Much less than $1 trillion for 4 years versus much more than $18 trillion for 1 year. What a difference a president makes.
Wow. Yeah, when you make up the numbers, it's awesome.
A short time ago, we were a dead country. Now we are the hottest country anywhere in the world. The hottest.
Oh, man, he's hitting the class. They're standing up for that. Dude, watch an old State of the Union from like the 70s, 80s. This is not normal. The idea the president comes out and says, we're the hottest country in the world and everybody's standing out, it's not a normal...
Fact. We ended DEI in America.
Thank God. You know,
We've
it's
got a
worth
record
losing
number of
the economy.
job-killing regulations, and
long
in
as we
1
have
year
ended
we have lifted
DEI.
2.4 million Americans a record off of food stamps.
You didn't lift them off food stamps, you just cut food stamps.
And for all of these reasons, I say tonight, members of Congress, the state of our union is strong.
Oh, all right! I was worried. I didn't need a simple word to understand it. Good, we're strong.
Our country is winning again. In fact, we're winning so much that we really don't know what to do about it. People are asking me, please, 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 Mr. President, we're winning too much. We can't take it anymore. We're not used to winning in our country. Until you came along, we're just always losing, but now we're winning too much. And I say, no, no, no. You're going to win again. You're going to win big. You're going to win bigger than ever.
Classic.
And to prove that point, here with us tonight is a group of winners who just made the entire nation proud. The men's gold medal Olympic hockey team. Come on in.
Come on in. She's gotten a little circusy. It's got a little bit of showmanship, I think, for the State of the Union. 3 more years, huh? It's a little bit of a heated rivalry. A little heated rivalry, huh? I don't think it has to be a political thing for a president to celebrate Olympic athletes. I think that's fine, either party, anyone doing it.
But I just want to tell you that the members of this great hockey squad will be very happy to hear, based on their vote and my vote, and in this case, my vote was more important, that I will soon be presenting Connor with our highest civilian honor, which we will be given and which has been given to many athletes over the years. But when I say many, not too many, like 12, it's called the highest civilian honor in our country, the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
All right, congrats. He got there. He got there. It's a civilian honor called the highest civilian honor. All right. Okay. I think the prompter had to catch up. All right, man. We get it. I think it's cool.
Great athletes.
The hockey team, great athletes. They won.
Great, the best. And I thought he deserved it. And I did take a vote, every single one of them. I said, I'm not giving it if anybody goes no. And every single one of them rapidly put up their hand.
Why would his teammates
vote
against him getting the medal?
You did. What special champions you are. Thank you very much.
What? They'd have to hate it. What? But okay, it is the State of the Union. Donald J. Trump.
So this will be a year to celebrate our country and the heroes who have kept it free. Men like Buddy Taggart, At age 17, Buddy volunteered to defend America in World War II. He is in the gallery looking forward to July 4th, 2026, his 100th birthday.
Oh, my God. But they looked at the wrong guy.
Buddy, you're a brave man, and we salute
you. The first guy was the wrong old guy?
Even in times, it was July 4th of last year when floodwaters tore through a girls' summer camp in Central Texas. One of the worst things I've ever seen. I was there, rising 26 feet in the matter of minutes, tragically claiming many, many lives. You all remember that one? As the waters threatened to sweep her away, 11-year-old Millie Kate McClelland closed her eyes and prayed to God. She thought she was going to die.
And then you saved her, right?
Those prayers were answered when Coast Guard rescue swimmer Scott Ruskin descended from a helicopter above. Nobody knew where he came from. He lifted not just Millie Kate, but 164 others to safety. People watched Scott from a distance, and they couldn't believe what they were seeing. The winds were blowing, the rain was pouring, everything was going, and that rapid water, nobody's ever seen anything like it. They said, wow, that's something. Tonight, Scott and Millie Kate are here together, reunited for the very first time. Thank you, Scott, Millie Kate.
They were in the middle of a flood. They saw a special officer save a woman, a young girl, and then said, wow, that's something. Anyway. Hero, nonetheless. Bro, they're getting a workout. By the end of this speech, every Republican member of Congress has done 80 squats.
Come down.
They're going to
take care of the service.
This is a leg day.
Thank you very much. Take care of that very important service.
We got the oldest Congress ever. They're going to be knees blown
From
out.
7
Trump accounts.
Where government answers to the people, not the powerful, and where the interests of hardworking American citizens are always our first and ultimate concern.
Government answers to the people,
that is the
not
debt we owe to the heroes who came before us, and that is the promise we must keep to America for our 250th
He doesn't even believe it as he's saying. He's like,
last year, I urged this Congress to begin the mission by passing the largest tax cuts in American history, and our Republican majorities delivered so beautifully. Thank you, Republicans.
No, don't. The big movable bill. Is Massey here? Massey, sit down, please. Rand Paul. You don't care about the deficit. What do you Republicans got to sit down for this?
All Democrats, every single one of them, voted against these really important and very necessary massive tax cuts. They wanted large-scale tax increases to hurt the people instead.
Personally, I do, by the way. On the wealthy, I do.
Big, beautiful bill. We gave you no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security for our great seniors.
No tax on Social Security! Yes! I think 60% of every tax dollar we get should go to old people of any wealth, and I think shouldn't get taxed on it. I want to work my life to make sure the old have as much as possible.
Recently in Pennsylvania, I met Megan Hemhauser, a devoted mom who's homeschools her children, beautiful, 2 children, during the day while waiting tables at night as her husband works overtime operating very heavy equipment. Megan is here this evening, and she's happy to tell you that she is so much richer because with no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and her expanded child tax credit done again by Republicans, Megan and her husband will take home more than $5,000 extra just for the year, cutting her tax bill in more than half.
Much richer than last year. A part-time waitress whose husband works in manufacturing.
Megan, please stand up. We're fighting for you, Megan.
Come on. How many stocks do you think she owns? Is that with the Dow being up 50,000?
Also activate their children's brand new Trump accounts. And I didn't name it. I did not name that.
So the U.S. Treasury is taking money that we don't have,
the great people,
and funneling it into the stock market now at current valuations. So we are taking money we don't have and buying the S&P 500 in a 401k. That is a great way to problem stock. It's not a good way to have market price discovery.
And the S&P hit 7,000, where it wasn't supposed to do it for many years, were tariffs. I used these tariffs, took in hundreds of billions of dollars to make great deals for our country, both economically and on a national security basis. Everything was working well. Countries that were ripping us off for decades are now paying us hundreds of billions of dollars. They were ripping us so badly, you all know that. Everybody knows it. Even the Democrats know it. They just don't want to say it. And
I don't know
these
it.
countries
I don't know
are
it,
now
Trump.
happy,
Can you explain it to me?
And so are we. We made deals. The deals are all done. And they're happy. They're not making money like they used to, but we're making a lot of money. There was no inflation, tremendous growth, and the big story was how Donald Trump called the economy correctly, and 22 Nobel Prize winners in economics didn't. They got it totally wrong.
No, you're right.
They got it really wrong.
The economists were wrong.
And then
you
just
and
4 days ago, an unfortunate ruling from the United States Supreme Court. It just came down. It came down. Very unfortunate ruling. But the good news is that almost all countries and corporations want to keep the deal that they already made. Right, Scott?
The corporations want their money back.
The legal power that I, as president, have to make a new deal could be far worse for them, and therefore they will continue to work along the same successful path
1 day
that we
ago,
had negotiated before the
FedEx is suing for a refund, and thousands of other companies are suing for a refund.
So despite
multiple countries are asking to renegotiate their deal because the parent tower doesn't exist anymore.
It's
just lie.
Our country, the kind of money we're taking in.
Fake news. Fake news.
Peace protecting. Many of the wars I settled was because of the threat of tariffs. I wouldn't have been able to settle them without. Will remain in place under fully approved and tested alternative legal statutes. And they have been tested for a long time. They're a little more complex, but they're actually probably better, leading to a solution
showing the Supreme Court justices who voted against you that you appointed is so funny.
Will not be necessary. It's already time-tested and approved. And as time goes by, I believe the tariffs paid for by foreign countries will, like in the past, substantially replace the modern-day system of income tax, taking a great financial burden off the people that I love.
Fucking stupid. No, it's not even close. Ah! I have to crash out. I'm so sorry. I have to crash out really quick. We are in a massive deficit. Massive. We're not even close. The amount of taxes we raise right now is not even close to the amount of money we spend. The idea that the tariffs, which are a very small part of what we get in income, could make up for all of income tax to even get us close to our deficit is insane. It's nowhere fucking close. And the idea that we could cut income tax and not immediately blow out that deficit to completely unsustainable levels, it's already at World War II levels, is crazy.
I love America.
Stand up for that. Stand up for that.
And record-setting inflation that cost the typical family $34,000 in just a speck of time. Now the same people in this chamber who voted for those disasters suddenly used the word affordability, a word they just used it. Somebody gave it to them, knowing full well that they caused and created the increased prices that all of our citizens had to endure. You caused that problem. You caused that problem.
That's the strategy? I'm sorry. The strategy on affordability is no longer saying it's not real. It's that it is real. We have the control of the House, the Senate, and the presidency, but it's the Democrats' fault.
They knew their statements were a lie. They knew it. The cost of chicken, butter, fruit, hotels, automobiles, rent is lower today than when I took office by a lot. And even beef, which was very high, is starting to come down significantly. Just hold on a little while. We're getting it down. And soon you will see numbers that few people would think were possible to achieve just a short time ago. Nobody can believe when they see the kind of numbers, and especially energy, when they see energy going down to numbers like that, they cannot believe it.
Electricity prices are going up.
Big tax cut. I'm also confronting one of the biggest ripoffs of our times.
Wait a minute, guys.
The crushing cost of health care.
I'm sorry. Am I crazy, or is Trump sometimes saying things that are not true? Wait a minute.
Since the passage
maybe I'm going crazy.
The Unaffordable Care Act.
Is he saying things
sometimes
that might be
referred to
like
as Obamacare? Big insurance
a
companies
lie?
gotten rich. It was meant for the insurance
Maybe
companies,
I'm
not for
dumb.
the
Maybe
people.
I'm missing something.
But they tried. They said they tried. They couldn't do it. They didn't even come close. They were all talk and no action.
That's what you're
But
doing.
I got it done. Under my just enacted most favored nation agreements, Americans who have for decades paid by far the highest prices of any nation anywhere in the world for prescription drugs will now pay the lowest price anywhere in the world for drugs. Anywhere. The lowest price.
I think most favored nation is a good idea.
So in my
he's not doing it. He talked
first
about
year of
he
the
made a video
second
10
term,
months ago. It hasn't happened. There's
should
no.
be my third term. But strange things happen. I took prescription drugs, a very big part of healthcare, from the highest price in the entire world to the lowest. That's a big achievement. The result is
do people
price
think we have the
differences
lowest
of
price for
300,
prescription drugs in the
400,
world right now?
500, 600%.
Do you think we have that in America? The lowest price for prescription drugs?
Website called
It's not true.
.gov, and I didn't name that one either, by the way.
Has anyone bought any prescription drugs in America? You would know that's not true. Trump RX is the same kind of thing as cost plus drugs, where it hits a very few number of drugs that are generic, that they can still run this trick on to get a lower price. But it hasn't solved all of the, patent-trolled key drugs that most people need for things like cancer and everything else.
It's like on Congress to codify my most
it's just good RX with different layers. It's just a relabeled.
Tonight, I'm pleased to announce that I have negotiated the new Ratepayer Protection Pledge. You know what that is? We're telling the major tech companies that they have the obligation to provide for their own power needs. They can build their own power plants as part of their factory, so that no one's prices will go up. And in many cases, prices of electricity will go down for the community, and very substantially
Might be a good idea. I'll have to read it.
This is a unique strategy never used in this country before. We have an old grid. It could never handle the kind of numbers, the amount of electricity that's needed. So I'm telling them they can build their own plant.
Sure.
They're going to produce their own electricity. It will ensure the company.
Sorry, I got to pause one more time. This AI data center thing is becoming a huge political flashpoint, and I think he's just getting ahead of it. People are fucking angry. Bernie Sanders has been on, other people have been on this because the AI data centers are driving up electricity costs in all areas they're built. And people get really fucking mad. They don't like that at all. And so there's like a moratorium they're trying to get on building them. And so he's, I think, getting ahead of it with trying to get some kind of political thing here that caps prices. Whether it's effective or not, it depends. Because all the time he announces things like this, and then the actual effectiveness ends up being zero. Because they find a regulatory loophole and get around it. There's no teeth to it.
We're also working to make it easier for Americans to save for retirement. And under this administration, we will always protect Social Security and Medicare. They are not protecting it for our seniors. We will always protect Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid.
Old people.
Since I took office, the typical
they vote,
401k
folks.
balance is up by at least
they vote,
30,
and we need to spend 60 to 70% of all of our tax money on them.
To remedy this gross disparity, I'm announcing that next year my administration will give these often forgotten American workers, great people, the people that built our country, access to the same type of retirement plan offered to every federal worker. We will match your contribution with up to $1,000 each year as we ensure that all Americans...
Bro, this is kind of crazy, actually. This is just leaning more and more in to that we will have government prop up the stock market. This is crazy. No, never the money. I'm saying, like, all these plans, this fucking Trump child plan, this fucking plan, are just different ways of getting government money to prop up the stock market.
So tonight, although started 4 months ago, I am officially announcing the war on fraud to be led by our great Vice President, J.D. Vance.
The war on fraud by J.D. Vance. And what is that? This is like Doge? Because I remember we had that last year. We had a war on fraud. And you had the great Elon Musk.
And if we're able to find enough of that fraud, we will actually have a balanced budget overnight. It'll go very quickly.
Well, how are we running this back? You tried this last year.
We'll balance our budget. The Somali pirates who ransacked Minnesota.
I would bet 100. I would bet everything I have. I'll bet every dollar I have that we don't have a balanced budget next year. I'll bet everything. There's zero chance, not 1%, 0% chance.
Delilah Colvin was only 5 years old in June 2024 when a 18-wheel tractor trailer plowed into her stopped car traveling at 60 miles an hour or more. The driver was an illegal alien let in by Joe Biden and given a commercial driver's license by open borders politicians in California. Doctors said Delilah would never be able to walk or talk, have a good life. She wouldn't even be able to eat again. But against all odds, she is now in the first grade learning to walk. And she's here this evening with her dad, Marcus, a fantastic man. Delilah, please, you are a great inspiration. Please stand up.
Child props, bro.
The only thing standing between Americans and a wide open border right now is President Donald J. Trump and our great Republican patriots in Congress. Thank you. Thank you.
This is a real, we got to win the midterms type speech. Let's lean into the shit that works. Talk about fucking immigration, demonize it, try to make it.
Isn't that a shame? You should be ashamed of yourself not standing up. You should be ashamed of yourself. That is why I'm also asking you to end deadly sanctuary cities that protect the criminals and enact serious penalties for public officials who block the removal of criminal aliens. In many cases, drug lords, murderers all over our country, they're blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
This is just feeding into what he wants, bro. Don't even show up. This yelling back and forth, it's just so stupid. Just don't show up. Just don't show up. It's just rage bait. It's just for TikTok. Like, nothing about the real problems in this country are getting solved right now. There's people chanting USA and then rage bait, and it's just it's a clown show, bro. The Save America Act is attempting to federalize, it's putting all the power of
military or
the White House
None.
all elections. It's not just about voter ID. It's about federalizing all elections so that all the voter rolls are in one hand and you can decide basically who wins. Save America Act is extremely dangerous. The goal is that he's losing the polling for midterms and he would like to control the elections to cause doubt and chaos and make sure that he can ensure a win. That's the point of that act.
And Congress should unite and enact this common sense, country-saving legislation right now, and it should be before anything else happens.
This is an attempt to steal this election. I'll tell you right now. This is an attempt to steal the midterm election. The Save America Act, the 48 lawsuits against states to try and get access to the voter rolls, it is an attempt to get ahead of the fact that they're losing the polling for midterms. It's a horrible act. I mean,
they don't want to do it. Why would anybody not want voter ID? One reason, because they want to cheat. There's only one reason. They make up all excuses. They say it's racist. They come up with things. You almost say, what imagination they have. They want to cheat. They have cheated. And their policy is so bad that the only way they can get elected is to cheat. And we're going to stop it. We have to stop it, John.
This is spooky time in America, bro. The goal of this is, again, to put all the power for every state's election in the federal government.
And here is one more opportunity to show common sense in government. In the gallery tonight are Sage Blair and her mother, Michelle. In 2021, Sage was 14 when school officials in Virginia sought to socially transition her to a new gender, treating her as a boy and hiding it from her parents. Hard to believe, isn't it? But surely we can all agree no state can be allowed to rip children from their parents' arms and transition them to a new gender against the parents' will. Who would believe that we've been talking about this?
No,
we must ban it, and we must ban it immediately.
Housing prices are like 14 times income. You talked about affordability for 5 minutes. You said it was all the Democrats' fucking fault.
Look, nobody says that.
And now you're talking about this horse shit to try and rile everybody up before the election. You haven't mentioned the Epstein files once, Ro Khanna. He's like the most
amazing
boomer Fox News style stories.
We love religion, and we love bringing it back, and it's coming back at levels that nobody actually thought possible.
I think that was from the Founding Fathers, right? I think that's in the Constitution. We love religion, and we love bringing it back. I think that's one of America's core tenets, right?
Above all, unleashing America's promise requires keeping our
Thomas
community
Paine,
safe. We have made incredible strides, yet dangerous repeat offenders continue to be released by pro-crime Democrat politicians again and again. We are honored to be joined tonight by a woman who's been through hell, Anya Suretska.
It's not even a little bit religious.
In 2022, she and her beautiful daughter, so beautiful, what a beautiful young woman, Irina, fled war-torn Ukraine to live with relatives near Charlotte, North Carolina. And by the way, what's going on with Charlotte? Last summer, 23-year-old Irina was riding home on the train when a deranged monster who had been arrested over a dozen times and was released through no cash bail stood up and viciously slashed a knife through her neck and body. No one will ever forget. There were people on that train. No one will ever forget the expression of terror on Irina's face as she looked up at her attacker in the last seconds of her life. She died instantly. She had escaped a brutal war only to be slain by a hardened criminal set free to kill.
This is a gross thing to do.
Came in through open borders.
People that are murdered or experience crimes, and you bring them out as props, and you zoom in on them, and you tell this garish story as a way to like rile people up. It's gross, dude. This is a gross State of the Union. This is not a State of the Union. This is nothing like any previous 45 presidents giving a State of the Union. It's a show. It's like a pastor at one of those mega churches. It's like a mega church pastor doing different little skits, and it's like a rally. It's a rally.
Nice to see you. He's a good-looking guy. Nice to see you. Thanks, Andrew. Thank you very much.
Oh my God, Giga Chad. Like the old version of Giga Chad. Who is that?
You know, Marco got 100% of the votes when he was in confirmation. I think our next one was about 54%. And some of the Democrats are now saying, I can't believe we approved that guy. And he said it's an honor that they feel that way. Right, Marco? You have done a great job, great Secretary of State. I think he'll go down as the best ever.
A little palace intrigue. There's been some thoughts that maybe Trump is favoring Marco as a successor over J.D. Vance, which, by the way, I support. Not that I want either of them to win, but Marco Rubio is way more competent than
nobody thought it was possible. And we're working very hard to end the ninth war, the killing and slaughter between Russia and Ukraine, where 25,000
that was a day one, I thought.
Each and every month. Think of that, 25,000
you said day one.
Soldiers are dying a month. A war which would have never happened if I were president. Would have never happened. As president, I will make peace wherever I can, but I will never hesitate to confront threats to America wherever we must. That's why in a breakthrough operation last June,
Congress,
the United States military obliterated Iran's nuclear weapons program with an attack on Iranian soil known as Operation Midnight Hammer.
Right. And yet, despite you claiming to completely have eliminated it, you are now claiming we might have to strike Iran again because of their weapons capability, the nuclear weapons capability. So if you obliterated it, why is that?
They've killed at least, it looks like 32,000 protests. 32,000 protesters in their own country.
This is true. Horrible. Truly horrible.
They shot them.
What the Ayatollah's regime has done.
We stopped them from hanging a lot of them with the threat of
you didn't
serious
do this.
violence.
They stop nothing.
Some terrible people. They've already developed
missiles. Stop nothing, and in fact, you baited the protesters.
And our bases overseas, and they're working to build missiles that will soon reach the United States of America. After Midnight Hammer, they were warned to make no future attempts to rebuild their weapons program, and in particular, nuclear weapons. Yet they continue. They're starting it all over. We wiped it out, and they want to start all over again. And are at this moment again pursuing their sinister ambitions.
How convenient.
We are in negotiations with them. They want to make a deal, but we haven't heard those secret words. We will never have a nuclear weapon. My preference.
So, I mean, look, if you guys are not following, I just want you to know, we had a U.S. bomber strike on Iran where they claimed, I mean, direct quote, you can look it up. They said, we completely obliterated the Iranian nuclear capabilities. Any reports otherwise are fake news. That's the exact quote. And then he, in speeches, was saying, we wiped it out, completely off the map. It'll be decades behind now. And now we are we're like months later, and we're talking about invading Iran because they might be building nuclear weapons again. It's absurd. It's like 20 years ago, we invaded Iraq because they might have a nuclear weapon. Does anyone remember what happened? Am I going crazy? Like, none of this has been about the Union. If you are an average American who's just mostly concerned with the fact that everything's getting more expensive and shittier and that jobs are disappearing, he has spoken about you like for 30 seconds. This is a bunch of bullshit, bro. This is classic political bullshit.
In Congress, we're investing that record number of dollars, have no choice, in the United States Armed Forces. Also creating a lot of jobs, but we're not even doing it for that reason. Because, as I said, we have more jobs, more people working today than ever before in the history of our country.
I thought you said all the job growth was private sector. Didn't earlier in this speech you say all the job growth was private sector, and now you're saying the government is spending money in the military, which is creating a lot of jobs.
Friends and allies.
When you said 100%.
There are allies have just agreed, at my very strong request, to pay 5% of GDP for military defense rather than the 2%, which they weren't paying. We were paying for almost all of that. Now they're paying 5%.
Dude, it's like the 50th squat J.D. Vance has done.
Every branch of our armed forces is setting records for recruitment. This is so exciting.
Recession indicator.
Every service member.
Recession indicator. It's not patriotism. It's the need for jobs because private sector jobs don't exist. People are signing up for the military because they're desperate.
And we love our military. We love our law enforcement. We love our firemen. You know, the firemen don't get mentioned enough. We love our firemen. We're also...
Bro, we're standing O for the random we love our firemen? Everyone's standing O for this? This is such a clown show country, bro.
We're also
we need smart people in charge. We have good geography.
Western Hemisphere,
we can have a real country.
We have interests and defend our country from violence, drugs, terrorism, and foreign interference. For years, large swaths of territory in our region, including large parts of Mexico, really large parts of Mexico, have been controlled by murderous drug cartels. That's why I designated these cartels as foreign terrorist organizations, and I declared illicit fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction.
All right. We made drugs illegal. Yes. Finally, we will stop drugs by declaring them bad.
We have stopped record amounts of drugs coming into our country and virtually stopped it completely coming in by water or sea. You probably noticed that.
Absolutely untrue. No, that's not true. Do you think drugs have stopped coming into America by sea?
Nobody wants to go fishing anymore. For the people of Venezuela, we're working closely with the new president of Venezuela, Delcy Rodriguez, to unleash extraordinary economic gains for
It's
both
the
of our
same
countries,
regime.
and to bring new hope to those who have suffered so terribly. Only after safely landing the helicopter with all the warriors aboard in the exact right spot, which was vital to the mission, we probably would have had to maybe cancel the mission if that didn't happen. Eric told his co-pilot, also wounded, but not as gravely, to take over. I'm about ready to pass out.
Bro is just squint reading Tom Clancy. That's what we're doing right now. That's our State of our Union. Is our president is squint reading an airport Tom Clancy novel.
I would now like to ask General Jonathan Braga to present Chief Warrant Officer Slover with our nation's highest military award, the Congressional Medal of Honor.
The Medal of Honor. So that we could replace Nicolas Maduro with his VP, keep the regime in Venezuela exactly the same. Trump could capture some of the oil and put it in a Qatari bank account. There is nothing more honorable at the highest level. I'm super glad this actual hero's leg got shredded so that we could change absolutely nothing on the ground in Venezuela and some money could end up in a Qatari bank account. And I hate Nicolas Maduro, but we didn't change anything. Yeah, it was an impressive operation. It was an impressive operation, legitimately. Well executed. But there needs to be a point. That guy is 10 years younger than Atreus. Let's simmer down. Let's not say things we don't. Let's not. Come on. Hey, let's have some decorum for this, for the speech.
Because when the world needs courage, daring, vision, and inspiration, it is still turning to America. And when God needs a nation to work his miracles, he knows exactly who to ask. There is no challenge Americans cannot overcome.
That's so classic
no frontier
America.
Too vast for us to conquer.
Chosen by God to work his miracles.
No horizon too distant for us to claim.
He picks favorite nations.
For our destiny is written by the hand of providence, and these first 250 years were just the beginning. From the rugged border towns of Texas to the heartland villages of Michigan, from the sun-kissed shores of Florida to the endless fields of the Dakotas, and from the historic streets of Philadelphia to right here in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., the golden age of America is upon us. The revolution that began in 1776 has not ended. It still continues because the flame of liberty and independence still burns in the heart of every American patriot. And our future will be bigger, better, brighter, bolder, and more glorious than ever before. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
All right. 2-hour speech in the books. He ended that shit with some ChatGPT, bro. So what, like an hour 45 of like insane prop-based rage bait and culture war shit. 15 minutes at the end of ChatGPT, America's the best. Wow. Generational. A generational State of the Union, bro. And in the middle, yeah, an hour of clapping. So probably an hour-long speech, tops. I'm shocked. Was there anything of substance there? Maybe there's that one policy forcing AI companies to subsidize the power of their own data centers. That was like the one thing of substance in the whole speech. Everything else was stuff he's either already said or enormous rage bait. Not the drug prices, because I've already done a video of the drug prices 10 months ago. It's a huge bait and switch. It's just the rebranded RX thing that already existed. The idea that he talked about affordability enough is crazy though, because it was so little, and that's the Americans' number one concern. Most people are very, very upset with the state of the economy. They're very upset with rising prices. They're very upset with decreasing job opportunities. And he barely spoke about it. It was so tiny. It was like no tax on tips. They said there's a part-time waitress is now rich.